race is gone. And like I told you, I'll be talking much about Verstappen in subsequent videos. Verstappen, give it to that boy. I dubbed the cap for him. That guy is a very good driver. But he needs to still understand so many things because he's driving for a team and he's doing well for himself. He's doing well for the team. And I think during the race, you can feel a lot of trust issues between Sergio Perez and the team because Sergio Perez was leading. The team told him to be doing 1 minute 32 to 6/10. The first question he asked was, is Max doing the same thing? They said, yes, he's doing 1 minute 32. If he's doing 6:10, he's 32, which means he's close to 3:33, and he was doing 1 minute 33 before. And he said, but you guys told me to be doing 1 minute 33. Why is he doing 1 minute 32? Which means they were not preserving their engine. They were not preserving their tires at that point. They want Max to get close to him to win the race. They are thinking of giving Max the third world championship, which I think is unfair for somebody that helped him win his first championship and gave him a free role in winning his second championship without competing with him. I think Red Bull can do more. They can do better. Christian Horner can do better. He has been on Max Verstappen issue trying to make him a world champion, which I agree. Max Verstappen is a championship peck. He has this championship specification in him, and he's a good driver. He's a rugged driver. Now, no competitions now. Give Sergio Perez an opportunity to win his championship. At least he has been in Formula One for years. He's an older driver. He has helped your young driver to win 2 championships. Sergio Perez has less years to spend in F1 than Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen is just 24 years. Sergio Perez is in his 30. He should be like 35 or thereabout. Yeah. So give him space. Let him win his championship. He will be so grateful to you that you raced for Red Bull and you won championship. He has won races before while he was with Racing Point. So him winning with Red Bull doesn't mean he has not won races before. Certainly he will do well. And I think Red Bull need to look inward so that they won't create enmity. And, Daniel Ricciardo is back with them. And I think that is also sending a message back to Daniel Ricciardo that left some years back, that left Red Bull in 2019, coming back to them. And he's also sending messages to other young drivers in AlphaTauri in Formula 2, what they are coming to meet if they're getting a seat in F1. Albon has talked about his issues with them. He has said the Red Bull car is really designed to suit Verstappen's style and his driving skills. So Red Bull can do better, I believe. If you're a builder, if you're an art collector, if you have a showroom, Rated is the best place to get the artworks you need for your new buildings, for your art collections, for your showroom, for your exhibition. Rated Art have one of the best murals, mosaic works, and different art patterns in Nigeria presently. And it's somebody that you can communicate with, talks to you, you tell him what you want, and he will bring the reality out for you. To contact Rated Art, his number is right up here. And you can also go on social media links that are pasted right up here to check out some of his works. Thank you. Teams Gadget. Teams Gadget is for those of you that cannot easily go to the market to get your phones, your laptops, your accessories. Just place a call through. His phone number is there. It gets you the best. It's your shop plug to get you the best phones, accessories, laptops, games, and other accessories for your computer, gaming experience. Contact Teams Gadget and you get them for you. But to Ferrari. Ferrari, they know their problem, they said today. Frederick also said they know their problem. I said in our last video, they don't know the problem. The problem is vibration. They don't know, but they might know, but they might not be sure. Because if they know the problem, they won't change the whole control unit, ICU, and other parts of the engine without dealing with the balance. As is using their engine. Alfa Romeo is using that same engine. They are not having the same issues. They are not turning down their engine. So why are they turning down their? Because there is an impending problem. When those units are overheating and there's a lot of vibration, they overheat more because these cars are low, they're very low, and they exude a lot of heat. Now, if these cars are low and they exude a lot of heat, and they are riding the curbs, now the curbs are the white and red line, horizontal line, right immediately on the edge of the track. The curbs are used to gain advantage while racing. Sometimes when they go hard on the curbs, the floor of the car hits the curb and it causes vibration. Now, this vibration most times shifts or dances the engine or those control units. And you know what will happen? Certainly, these things are like physiometric sensors. They start complaining, they start giving way. So I think they need to do a lot to their balance, to the car setup and balance, and their mounts, the way those things are mounted. They need to do well. Ferrari needs to do more with that to get their setup and their balance well before the next race, because if they are still coming with this in the next race, remember, nobody is in the fight. Even Aston Martin, they know they are not in the fight with Red Bull. Red Bull are in the world of their own. They are just over a second faster than the rest of the field. A second, 1 full second faster than the rest of the pack. How will they catch up? The only team that has the probability of catching up now is Aston Martin. I told you why. Aston Martin still has over 40% advantage in wind tunnel to Red Bull for development, so they can do well and catch up. Ferrari. Ferrari, with all the hopes, and well, I believe Aston Martin can catch up, and if Mercedes really bring up what they believe they are bringing, and James Allison coming back, I think Mercedes too will catch up. I hope it's not too late, because they can't afford to go to England and mess up. It's going to be a very competitive race. Now, the Alpines, they didn't disappoint. They raced themselves, and they tried to race the Mercedes and the Ferrari, and they gave them the run for their money. Ocon came and really gave his best, really shot the game out. Ocon did well. He did better than Gasly today, and it was a beautiful race for Alpine. And Alpine is telling us they can be in the next 1 or 2 years, they can be in the mix, because that is their target, to win championship. With the 2 French talented drivers they have, I believe they can win championship, which will be great for them. And to the Alfa Romeo, Bottas is struggling with that car. Bottas is really struggling with that car. Zhou Guanyu is doing well with that car, though they are still lacking pace, and they are still a lot of tenths behind the midfield, but they are doing well. The Williams are doing superbly well this season than they've done. But during the race, Alex Albon had to retire his car because of brake failure. It cost them a position today. They would have won the position at least 10th with Alex Albon with the way he drove today, and it was really a challenger. It really gave the midfielders a run for their money because of their straight line speed. Imagine the McLaren chasing down the Williams with DRS and could not pass the Williams. The Williams was without DRS. The McLaren was with DRS and could not pass him. But, it's a great race for them. They will keep improving, and it will work out for them. In our next video, we'll be talking much about Fernando Alonso and his race. And also, we'll be picking on Charles Leclerc also, and Carlos Sainz and Ferrari. And subsequent videos, we'll be talking about other teams also. Thank you. We love you. At Exxon F1, our main aim is to bring you the knowledge of Formula One, educate you, bring you the races, how it goes down, help you to understand it more. On our shorts, you'll be seeing some educational terminologies and words that are used during the race that you might not understand. And our long goal is to bring a Formula One race to Africa, possibly Nigeria, and also to educate people and to help in the knowledge transfer of getting Nigerians into some part of Formula One, the racing, which will take a long time, because we need to have good karting category to challenge, to get drivers from the karting categories into the small formulas, the Renault formulas, Formula 4, and other formulas, before we can get a driver to Formula 1. That might take a long time, but that is our goal, to be the bridge to help people realize their dream in Formula 1. Some people may not even know that is where they are meant to be, but our own main aim is to help them to navigate and realize that goal, and also to help people to grow in the engineering, the other administrative aspect of the game. If possibly a billionaire in Nigeria want to buy into to buy a team in Formula One, or be one of the sponsors, so that they can see that we have the quality hands that will do it, which will also help in aiding how our engineering develop as a nation. Because with young people, young graduates, or young entrepreneur, young engineers learning the engineering of Formula One, the CFD, the fluid dynamics, and all the parts of Formula One, we'll find ourselves growing in car development, because the cars you see today, most of the technologies are well tested in Formula One before they become today's technology. And if you have people there, it will help our technical know-how to build good mechanics, good engineers, And it also promotes the revenue generation for a nation. It's part of our dream to bring karting, to bring this race to Nigeria and to Africa also, and to help a young African, to help a young African to realize his dream, not just in Formula One, but being an engineer and being part of this world. It will also create a lot of employment for a lot of people, and this will take a lot of people out of the street. That is our main aim. That is why we have this channel. If there's a way you can support, we'd love you to come on board, work with us. I would love to work with you. Thank you.